Hello race fans, I'm Wylie Wade and this is Wylie's Race Report. Hello race fans, I'm Wylie Wade and this is Wylie's Race Report for the first time of 2021. That's right, it is time to get set to get ready to go racing. We're getting closer. The regular season about to kick off in just a little bit. Although we did have a race back on January 2nd, the first race of the year with the IMCA Modifieds, IMCA Sport Modifieds, the IMCA Stock Cars making their regular season debut. And of course, Jay's Mobile Welding Hobby Stocks were there as well. And in that race, Rio Vista's Jason Robles took home the win, driving his number 78. Here's what he had to say in Victory Lane.
Jason climbing out of the race car. Come on out front here, Jason. Jason Robles, driver of the 78, taking home the win. You had to make some passes to get up front, but once you did, it wasn't a walkaway though. You had a lot of pressure from Tim Elias.
Yeah, the 44 car was, he's racing clean, he's fast, that's for sure.
How's the racing surface for you out there tonight?
It was pretty good. The guy that watered this place knew what he was doing.
You like what you did, huh?
I didn't do it. It came out of the sky.
Oh, okay. So, Jason, kicking off the 2021 season with a win. Congratulations. What's the rest of the year looking like for you?
I'm gonna park this thing, and my son's gonna race it next year. We're gonna move up to the stock car.
Gotta get yourself a stock car, go racing in the IMCA stock cars, huh?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. Well, congratulations on taking home the win.
Thank you.
That was Jason Robles in Victory Lane after his win on January 2nd in the Hobby Stock division. He's not running for points this year. His son is going to be regularly driving that race car. In the IMCA Stock Cars, Cody Johnson out of Bakersfield took home the win, and here is his interview in Victory Lane.
Climbing out, there he is. Yeah! Cody Johnson, your winner of tonight's IMCA Stock Car main event. Come on out front here, Cody.
Oh, man.
Well, congratulations, taking home the main event here at Antioch Speedway for January 2nd.
Thanks, man. I raced the hobby stock here a couple times last year, raced the stock car here. It's one of the two tracks I haven't won. I'm finally glad to get a win here. Man, it feels good.
You were hugging the bottom of the racetrack the last 3 quarters of that race. Did you find something down there? Your car was working well, or were you more in a blocking position?
Honestly, I tried the top of 1 and 2 one time. I thought I was going to roll like the blue car earlier. It kind of scared me, so I was like, I'll just stay on the bottom and they pass me on the top. Well, go ahead. I mean, it is what it is, but I was mostly scared of the top.
You were there, right there, when that rollover happened. What'd you see?
From my spot, it looked like he kind of started a bicycle, and then it just finally just went on. It might have been close to having contact, but it didn't seem like anything malicious.
So how do you like these stock cars here at Antioch?
Oh, they're a blast. This track has a lot more banking than it looks, and you can carry a ton of speed around here.
All right, dude, I want to say thanks for getting you out here.
Mom and Dad, they let me come out here. I wasn't supposed to be here, but I showed up anyways. Sorry, Mom and Dad, love you. Larry Burns, Nella Papa, Darren Motorsports, RPM, Almeda, Gil's Transmission right here in the camera. Man, I don't know who else to thank. Oh, the Vanderhoffs for allowing me to stay in the house. Man, anybody else that I forgot, I'm sorry, but thank you.
Cody Johnson sneaking away from home, stealing the car, and winning the race. I guess they can't complain for that, huh?
I hope not.
All right, Cody Johnson, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Cody Johnson for taking home the win in the IMCA Stock Cars. Moving on to the IMCA Northern Sports Modifieds, Todd Gomez, driver of the 38A, was victorious. Here's what Todd had to say after the race.
Here is, ladies and gentlemen, Todd Gomez, driver of the 38A.
Good job, Todd.
Todd, you had to work to get around Trevor there. Number of restarts, work hard on it, and boy, once you got around, you didn't look back.
You know, me and Trevor, we got a lot of banter in the pits. He drives by me in the heat race, knowing he's starting in front of me, he goes, gives me that little wave, bye-bye. And he was right. I got the wrong gear, so before the main event, man, first thing I'll tell you, this track, awesome. Very props to Donnie Babb, Jason Robles, Big Tom Callahan. Thank you. Everybody else who does this, man, that was fun. And I don't know why Trevor went low. He should have stayed high.
Let's say he was definitely faster up on the high side, but it paid off for you. So what happened to your front end up there?
I think that was the first lap, little skirmish. Somebody spun out in 2, and I was on the brakes, and somebody, happens.
All right, so start off your year with a win. Congratulations. Now I got to ask, what's for breakfast tomorrow? Because you always post it on Facebook.
I don't know. I think I'm going to be too tuckered out. That'll be up to Mama. Might be just oatmeal and raisins.
What was the hardest part of getting around there today? I see some damage on there. You did have that incident up there at the beginning of the race, but what other problems did you have today? Anything?
We didn't have any problems. I mean, we got the wrong gear. It's hooked up hammer down track, so I should have had 83s in. We got 6.0, so me and my guy Robert, we talked it out. And like, you know what we're gonna do? Let's put some more steer in it. We'll just get her done on the bottom, and that's what we went for, and that's what happened.
All right, who do I say thanks for getting you out here?
I want to thank Big O Tires, All Spec Sheet Metal. That guy's the coolest in the world. Transmissions by Tom, Dynasty Roofing, Ryland Racing, Diversity Services, and anybody else who helped me that I forgot. I apologize, but I'm a little whooped right now.
Todd Gomez, congratulations, taking home the first win of 2021.
Wylie, thank you very much.
Congratulations to Todd Gomez taking home the win. I expect to see him in victory lane many more times this 2021 season. And finally, in the IMCA Modifieds, the 2020 West Coast Hall of Fame inductee Jim Pettit out of Prunedale, California, took home the win. Here's what he had to say after his victory.
Climbing out of the race car, give it up for Jim Pettit, 2020 West Coast Stock Car Hall of Famer. Jim, come on out front here so they can get a good picture of you. Nick DeCarlo coming by saying congratulations. Well, first of all, happy anniversary.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. They raced yesterday, but it was my anniversary for me and my wife, our 25th anniversary. It's kind of ironic is, we met here at Indianapolis Speedway, and just quite the journey we've had since then. And I just felt that it was my best interest to spend time with her because she allows me to do whatever I choose to do, racing, and supports me in my we figured, we do super yesterday, we do our thing, and we'd be here today to support the racetrack, and it worked out good for us.
Well, with that 25 years marriage, you came out here tonight and led flag to flag, but it was not an easy flag to flag victory by any means.
No, and I knew that we had a good starting position, and first of all, I got to thank the Hope family, Bobby Sr. and Bobby Ford, because I borrowed a carburetor from them after the heat race, and if it wasn't for them having it and being such good friends to me and my family, and allowing me to run the carburetor, we wouldn't be here at Victory Lane tonight without them helping us. But in the heat race, in hot laps, the thing wasn't running right. We just couldn't pinpoint it. We were thinking it was a fuel pressure problem, kept trying to work on it, and finally, after the heat race, we struggled really bad, ran third, but the guys in front of us drove away from us, and the car just wasn't running right. And that's when I made a decision to do the carburetor change. And like I said, fortunately, Bobby Hope and his family had it for us, and they're part of the reason, besides my crew, working their butts off getting this car like it is and making it capable of knowing I can do my job, and that's why we're here at Victory Lane.
You would get out, you'd pull away a little bit, and then you'd start catching lap traffic, and the folks behind you, they would, when you first started pulling away, they're battling for second like crazy, 3-4 cars at a time, and then they'd start reeling you back in, and the yellow flag seemed to come out at a good time for you because you were not have to deal with both the lap cars and the cars coming up from behind at that point.
Well, I think everybody that's been here this year has witnessed me not having the best luck with lap cars here this year. And trust me, I used to really love getting into lap traffic, but lately I'm not so happy about lap traffic because my luck's been so terrible with it lately. But majority of the time, the guys, if they know you there, they give you the room and stuff. But I mean, we just had a really good car, and we were catching them guys. And it's good when the guys running second and third are battling, because that gives you a chance to get out and get away. And we just, I just figured that I knew Troy and Bobby, and I also knew Troy was coming, and Nick. And even Dylan, I seen all them guys there, and they're all great drivers. So I knew that, I just got to hit my marks, do my thing, and I think somebody ran into me off of 4 with about 2 to go, and I guess they thought they were going to get me excited or whatever. I'm not sure what they were doing, but it all worked out good for us.
Tricky Troy likes to try to rattle your cage.
Well, you know, I've been doing this for 2 weeks, I guess, so I guess he thought he could rattle me, but no, it's all in fun. Troy's a heck of a driver, and he always wants to let you know that he's close.
Well, congratulations. First win of 2021 here at Antioch Speedway.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best way to start the season off compared to last year. You know, we weren't even sure what we were going to do here. I think we had to come and support the track because of him and his family, and we're planning on doing that again this year, and just hopefully we can get everything under control and we get to do our racing more like our normal racing that we used to, get your pants back in the grandstands and go from there.
Who do you want to say thanks for getting you out here on the racetrack this weekend?
Well, and actually I got to thank my wife, you know, for allowing me to do this, and actually my crew, you know, John and Kenny and Clay, and you know, Kevin and his wife would always come and take care of us. You know, everybody does their part. It's a team effort. You know, we win and we lose as a team. We try not to lose too much, but the main thing is to come to the racetrack, be around your friends like we are, and have a good time.
Jim Pettit, congratulations, winner of tonight's IMCA Modified main event here at Antioch Speedway.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Jim Pettit winning the IMCA Modified race on January 2nd. Also Todd Gomez for the Sport Modified win. Cody Johnson in the stock cars. And of course, Jason Robles in the hobby stocks. The Antioch season schedule was released back at the end of January with the first open practice taking place February 27th with the opening race of the regular season March 13th. Here's a look at the full schedule. So here's a new feature I'm going to have once in a while on Wylie's Race Report. It's called Everyday Heroes. When I have the opportunity, I want to highlight someone that is an everyday hero. And today I want to talk about a regular at Antioch Speedway. We're going to call her one of our everyday heroes. She led the charge for last year's Pit Walk Trunk or Treat during Halloween for the kids. Her and her husband provide items to throw out for Fabulous Bob when we have fans in the stand. She's a nurse, a mom, a wife, and a pretty amazing person. The story is taken from a post her husband posted on their Facebook page without her knowledge. The person I'm talking about is Brina Hammer. Her husband, Chad Hammer, is driver of the number 94 Superstock here at Antioch Speedway. So what happened was, while they were traveling home a couple weeks ago, there was a horrible accident up in front of them just a little bit, where a car flipped over the median into oncoming traffic on the other side of the freeway. As the Hammers approached, they saw no one was stopping. Chad looked over at his wife Brina and saw she was concerned as there were still people in the back of the car. They pulled over and Brina sprang into action. Mind you, she was still on a cane and in a boot from a previous leg injury. She went and checked on everybody and saw right away that a 2-month-old baby in the car seat was not breathing. She attempted to stimulate the baby with no response, so she began CPR. She continued CPR for a long while until EMS was finally able to arrive and take over. Brina's husband, Chad, and 2 of their kids, Nathan and Colleen, got to see their wife, their mom, be a hero. So if you get a chance, head on over to their Facebook page and read the full story that Chad wrote. And thank you, Brina, for being an everyday hero. We here at Wylie's Race Report salute you. So another new feature here on Wylie's Race Report. I'm calling it Wylie's Race Report, Racing Around. I'm going to look at different racing from around the state, around the country, and around the world on a weekly basis. First up, we're going to look at the Chili Bowl. Just real quick, just want to say congratulations to local boy Kyle Larson taking home the win out there at the Chili Bowl for the second time in a row. IMSA held the annual Rolex 24 down at Daytona International Speedway in the 30th and 31st of January. A record was set, the closest finish for the top 5 cars, all of them on the same lap this year. And the number 10, Wayne Taylor Racing DPI, took the overall win with drivers Ricky Taylor, Philippe Albuquerque, Alexander Rossi, and Helio Castroneves. Busch Clash was run a couple days ago on the road course at Daytona. The first time that the Busch Clash has been on the road course. Kyle Busch took home the win in this non-points race after best friends Ryan Blaney and 2020 NASCAR Cup Series champion Chase Elliott crashed coming through the final chicane, coming to the checkered flag. Congratulations, the Candyman, Kurt Busch. I look forward to seeing these cars back on that road course in a couple of weeks for the second race of the season after this upcoming weekend's Daytona 500. And for that race, Alex Bowman grabbed the pole. We'll see how he handles it in that number 48, taking over for Jimmy Johnson. Maybe he can get a win in this year's Daytona 500. So that's going to do it for this episode of Wylie's Race Report. As we lead up to the season, I'll try to do a show every week, maybe every 2 weeks or so. Try to get some more interviews. Going to try to make some shop visits over the next couple weeks if possible as well, time permitting. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Wylie Wade. Goodbye, everybody. 3, 2. At this point, I'd like to... 3. I'm out of practice, I guess. 3, 2.